Oh, hey leaders! This week's big idea is it's worth it to trust in God. Let's say that together. It's worth it to trust in God. We are just coming off of an amazing VBS week. I am recording this after our last session of VBS where we talked a lot about trusting in Jesus. Every day we would say, trust Jesus. Like when you feel alone, trust Jesus. When you feel hopeless, trust Jesus. So it's perfect that our big idea this week is I trust in God. It is worth it to trust in God. There have been so many situations in my life where I have felt like it was over. Honestly, like hopeless beyond hopeless. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, where I have felt like, honestly, like out of everything in my life, this might be it. Like I might be done. Like I might be done for, my life might be over. But every single time I feel like that, I remind myself that I can trust in God. And in fact, I encourage you to listen to this song. It's called I Trust in God by Elevation Worship this week, just to kind of prepare your heart for this week. That was like an anthem of Josh and I's heart. We had that on repeat just in a season where we really felt like that we weren't gonna get through it. And in that time, I really got that song deep embedded within me. And that was kind of like the soundtrack of our lives when we just reminded ourselves to trust in God. And that is one reason I love the Psalms. We're talking about Psalms 37 this week. And it is one of my go-tos. When you feel like you can't go on, or you feel afraid, or you feel hopeless, go read Psalm 37 and then go listen to that by Elevation Worship, I Trust in God. It is just one of the most amazing things because God deserves our trust and our hope. And even when things seem dark and even when things seem in despair, we can trust him. He is worthy of our trust. He is worth trusting. And so I encourage you today, if there is something that you're having a hard time giving over, there is something that you have a hard time trusting in him, every time that worry starts to come up, anxiety and worry have become kind of part of our culture, and it shouldn't be. And I just encourage you, give it to God. Say something out loud like this will not be anxious. Be anxious for nothing, but everything by prayer and petition with thanksgiving. Present your request to God. May the peace of God that transcends all understanding guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. That's what I do when I'm feeling anxious. That's in Philippians 4, by the way. Be anxious about nothing. Be anxious about nothing. Be anxious about nothing. Because it is it's like a norm of our society to just allow that anxious and allow that anxiety to come and take over our lives. But I encourage you just to give it to the Lord. He is worthy of trust. He is worthy of all of our praise. And so I'm excited this week. We are going to go and kind of wrap up VBS, but then also talk about this. And it's going to be an amazing week. I'll see you at 9:15 with your shirts on, back in our kids' wing.